Hello guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So a couple days ago, I think 2 days ago now, I was scrolling through my YouTube feed and I saw this video from Tim the Tatman where he's reacting to the Season 1 Marvel Rivals trailer review. And in this video, he has a couple of questions that I think that I can answer. So Tim, if you're watching this, doubt it, let me answer the questions for you.
Morning, even afternoon, we got a bagger for y'all today, baby.
I hope you do.
Video here where I react to the new Season 1 trailer that Marvel Rivals posted on their YouTube channel a little bit ago. This shows us some new stuff coming in the season, and on top of that, confirms when Season 1 is happening. On top of
this is the trailer for those of you that want. This is the trailer, the Fantastic Four reveal, not the Fantastic Four reveal trailer, but the one with Dracula and the fact that it's coming out on this Friday, 2 days after, or tomorrow when you're watching this video.
that, I pause and talk a decent amount during this, and I need some of you that are Marvel experts to help me out in the comment section of this video.
I got you.
Questions. I hope y'all do.
I hope I have some answers for you.
Season 1, hit the like, hit the sub. Most importantly, be sure to tell us about it. Love. I'll catch you in the next one.
All right, let's see. What do we got?
We have the Season
What
1
questions do you have?
trailer reveal. This is my raw reaction. I'm going to let it run through and then probably pause and talk.
You have been sheltered by the light for far too long.
He's not going to know who's talking here, is he? That's my guess. My guess is he's going to ask who the guy talking is. And I think, and what the hell's happening. That's my guess. We'll see.
The time has come for darkness to reign. Soon, your resolve will begin to crumble.
I don't want to pause this too many times. I do really like the script writing that they have here, specifically with Ben Grimm as the Thing. Soon your resolve will begin to crumble. He's made of rocks. He crumbles. They do this with every character, by the way, if you pay attention to it. You'll be stretched too thin with Reed Richards. You can stretch.
There will be nowhere left to hide.
Hiding, Invisible Woman. I mean, that one's pretty nail on the head, to be honest.
For no light shall survive in my empire of eternal night.
First of all, they're cooking with the trailers. Just going to put that out there as well. All right, last time I'm doing this, unless I'm answering a question.
Okay. Everyone just pause for a second. All right, everybody pause. All right.
Holding on. What do we got?
Obviously, we knew Fantastic Four was coming into Marvel Rivals. We knew that.
Yes.
Okay. This is the season. So what we actually figure out in this video that I'm excited about is we have an actual date on Season 1, which is beginning
Friday.
January 10th, which is
Friday morning.
my calculation.
Or Thursday night.
Friday. Okay. So Season 1 is officially out Friday.
Yes.
Now, there isn't a ton of stuff we didn't know in this video. It's kind of like a little bit of a short.
Fair.
I think the things to... Oh, I actually have a question.
Okay, cool. Yep.
Marvel fans. All right.
Yes.
I want to make something clear. I'm a Marvel fan, but what I've realized is there is level to Marvel fans. What I mean by that is,
Sure.
like, growing up, I would, read the comics. I had the action figures. I would go to the movies. I would always, I remember seeing Avengers, even still,
Same.
to this day, watching, Marvel movies at the age I'm at. But I
Cool.
really realized that I don't know the depth of the Marvel universe. So,
That's a very, very fair point. There's multiple levels to it. There's the MCU fans. There's the Marvel fans. Casual fans. I think the word casual fan is obnoxious. The ones that understand what's going on. And then there's the deep divers that are going arguably too far down the rabbit hole. Me. And each level is going to have their own questions that maybe another level can answer just because of a different point of view. Maybe not just pure knowledge base, but just different points of view is super helpful with that.
I'm going to come look at the comment section. Who is this?
Okay. Galacta. Galactic, not Galactica, Galacta. It's the daughter of Galactus, basically. Not an actual daughter, but kind of a tapeworm thing, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, correct me down below. The daughter of Galactus. She doesn't devour worlds like Galactus. she instead devours threats to the worlds. So she's the inverse of her dad, basically. And she's just kind of narrating and watching over, at least to my understanding, watching over us in Marvel Rivals. Right? She's the narrator, the commentator with everything. She's the one that's talking in your ear all the time, saying that they're going to come in 30 seconds. So she's looking at, basically, if you've watched Marvel's What If on Disney Plus, she's kind of the watcher as far as kind of what that role is of just overlooking and seeing what's happening and commenting on what's happening without intervening, at least yet. I don't think she's going to intervene, but we'll see.
Who is this? I feel
Galacta.
like this person is kind of substantial in this because, like, I mean, is this the first image we see?
Yep.
I'm going to turn it down a hair. Like I said, I'm going to kind of click around here. This is the first image we see. Who is this?
She's holding the pocket reality, I believe, of season 0 of Doom's Rise with the two Dooms, which, if you didn't know, Doom, like regular Doctor Doom, and then future Doctor Doom, also known as Doom 2099. From 2099 into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man 2099, that timeline. This is the Doom from that timeline fighting the Doom from our timeline. And we're basically fighting versions of ourselves that he's putting together. It's very confusing. I understand that. As far as I'm aware, we're fighting to save our respective reality after they've entangled the time string entanglement, which I'm taking as sort of, what is the word from Marvel? Convergences. There it is. From Time Runs Out, of the convergence where the two worlds are coming and like colliding and breaking apart and all that kind of stuff. That's how I'm taking it, and that's what she's holding here, I think.
Because obviously this is showcasing Fantastic Four coming, but like this person.
You have been sheltered by the light.
And also, this is just lore. I'm confused about, is this an actual storyline that's tied in where this is strange, right?
Close. Actually, not close at all. So the first part of that, is this a storyline that they're tying in? They're writing the story. The Marvel Rivals has its own like comic run, if you will. Sort of, you can think of its own separate entity of storytelling in this that's connected on. I know they're also releasing digital versions on, I believe, Marvel Unlimited. I haven't read any of them. I haven't had a chance to. I've seen kind of what some of them are, but I'm not too familiar with them. Marvel Unlimited, that has just digital versions of the comics that tie in, sort of like prelude comics and prelude stories to movies, is they're writing this kind of as it goes. So this is its own storyline that's tying in with the comics that are related directly to Marvel Rivals in the Marvel Rivals visual style. If that clears that up. And the other part of that, not Doctor Strange, actual Dracula. Like legitimate Dracula, that's Dracula. That's why he looked kind of weird. That's why it's like the claws and like the cape and Dracula vibes, and the vampires that you see. I mean, I guess not here. There. These vampire or bat-like creatures kind of things.
This is strange, right?
The time has come for darkness to...
This is like Vampire Strange, by the way. So this is another thing that's getting confirmed in this
Okay.
video
Yep.
that Leaks had talked about. They had talked about this like Vampire Strange. Okay.
Nope. Not Vampire Strange, but that's okay.
This. Okay, we see
Dracula.
We see the backside of him right here, and
Uh-huh.
then by the end of the cinematic, you see bang. So this image right here confirms. I mean, obviously, that we're getting this Vampire Strange.
Nope. Dracula.
Skin, or what did they want to call him? When I did the hashtag ad with Marvel, costume. That's what they said, costume, not skin. I know it's like, from Fortnite to Call of Duty, like
Cosmetics in general are
skin,
kind of
but
whatever they
I
want
think
to
they
call
want it
them.
to be costume. Technically, it's costume, but. So I mean, this is confirmed now too. Okay, so I have a couple major, my
Cool.
two major questions here.
Yep.
One, who is this?
Galacta.
Okay. who is this?
Daughter of Galactus.
Because, like I said, I like Marvel. I'm a fan of Marvel, but I don't know the lore of it to the extent that a lot of people do.
So basically, what I'm hearing from that is he's an like MCU fan today. He might have been a comics fan or something growing up, but now he's kind of transitioned into that MCU fan of like those multiple categories that I was talking about, which is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. So, and it's cool to kind of share my knowledge of the deeper lore with people that don't know as much or that, but still want to learn. So,
on top
cool.
of that, I'm just going to like sidebar here and just say, Dennis told me that he hasn't seen a single Marvel movie, which I was like, come on, man. Like,
fair.
Trolling.
Yeah.
Like, he legitimately apparently hasn't even seen any Marvel movie at all. Not even, comics aside, like, I'm sure there's a lot of us that grew up. I was born in 1990, right? So I grew up in that era of comic books, Avengers, Marvel Universe, etc.
I got a bunch of comics.
The other thing I'm kind of curious about here,
right there.
I need Marvel lore.
Bunch more over there.
Any lore masters can help me out with this. Is this
Trying
an
to be
actual storyline in the Marvel Universe where
writing as of now?
Fantastic Four are to me, this looks like they are fighting Vampire Strange, and
so basically, what I've understood from this season 1, not like from now on, is Dracula's coming in, teaming up with, I believe, I'm trying to remember which Doom it is. One of the Dooms, the one that's actively, I think it's Doom 2099, to try and conquer. He's trying to conquer New York, right? He's trying to conquer and shroud all of New York in darkness. Therefore, the Empire of Eternal Night, the Empire State, New York, the Empire of Eternal Night. So he's trying to make it his domain effectively, and where vampires and bats and like this type of Dracula vibe survives and thrives. And the Fantastic Four also being introduced at the same time as the combative force of a new evil addition. You get a new positive, right? You get something to counter it. So that's at least how I'm how I'm taking this edition of like both of them coming in. And I wonder if we're going to get a reference to the fact that this man right here owes Moon Knight $5. Yes, Dracula still owes Moon Knight $5. I wonder if we're going to get it. Probably will.
Like I said, I'm going to kind of click around here a little bit. Like during the...
Well, that's unfortunate. I've had it happen.
Snap. Something went wrong. I was going to click around. It looks like Strange is trying to take over the Fantastic Four's headquarters. Am I seeing this right?
So Strange, the other thing is, this is perfect frame to pause on. Strange is being trapped this entire time in the mirror dimension. So he is only able to, I think they're saying that he's astral projecting his form for a limited amount of time in reality, or like our reality, I think. But he's trapped entirely in the mirror, in this mirror dimension here. So that's kind of where Strange is at right now. He's talking about that with Wanda in some of the voice lines, which is also where a lot of the lore comes in if you're not really paying attention in the like spawn rooms when all the voice lines are happening, or just being caught up with the fact of some of them are very superficial. You get a little bit more lore building with certain character team-ups, and not team-ups as in a sense of like ability team-ups, but like character to character talking. Doctor Strange and Wanda have a conversation about the mirror dimension and magic things.
Is this not Strange, bro?
There we go,
I didn't even
Tim.
realize this. Is this like
there we go. He's caught on.
Timeline Strange where he's bad? Wait. Because
no.
This
close to
like
it.
Vampire Strange opens the door.
Dracula.
And Strange is falling to like a different universe.
Yeah, okay. So he's getting it that it's not the same Strange. Got it, cool.
This is what I'm saying now.
Or different
like
Strange.
Strange is attacking. Is that, it's called the Baxter Building, right?
Yep, yeah, it is Baxter Building. That's where this is at. We've seen this in movies before. Uh-huh. Yeah, Dracula. Yeah, that's exactly what Dracula's doing. He's trying to just capture all of New York.
I gotta do research. I wonder if there's gonna be a unique game mode with this. You know how like with Jeff they had the Winter Jeff Festival thing? Like I wonder if there's gonna be something similar with that with like Vampire Strange and the Fantastic Four. So obviously
I mean, I don't. That would be pretty cool. I know we're getting a new Midtown map, a new New York-based map. So I wonder if it's going to have this vampiric Dracula vibe to the map, sort of in a mix of. In a way, you could kind of take some of the vibes from Clintar with like the sharp pointed. And I know it's nowhere close to the same, but the symbiote like world, but just change it to vampire, not symbiote space thing. You could do something like that.
What do we have confirmed here?
Uh-huh.
All right, we have the Fantastic confirmed.
Yep.
Fantastic Four, which we knew was coming. That should be in 4 days from now, as of when I'm recording this.
Tomorrow.
You have confirmation on Vampire Strange, obviously.
As I don't know if I'm curious to see if Dracula is going to be a playable character. I doubt. I think he's going to be sort of more on the threshold of the Doctor Dooms and the Galactas, of just kind of an overarching lore thing and not necessarily a playable character.
I'm literally gonna have to come back and look at whatever. This is confusing me. I don't know what this image is. This image seems kind of crucial.
Yep.
Because it's the very first thing that they show.
It's the first thing because she is the announcer of the whole thing. She's yapping in your ear 24/7.
I want to say that's almost like, is she like Magneto? I mean, quick glance, this color scheme and the way she looks, it looks like Magneto to me. So I don't know.
I mean, that's for being incorrect. It's a very good way to try to figure out who the character is. Look at color scheme. Look at how they're designed. It looks. The color scheme does kind of look like the Magneto in Rivals, but then the helmet is the big giveaway. It's the same helmet that Galactus wears, or to the with the horns on the side, very tall in the but it's a good kind of stepping stone of look at design and coloring, and then go from there.
I'm just seeing if there's anything else I'm missing. Hang on.
You can also see right here. He didn't see it. Turns from Avengers Tower
You have been sheltered by the light.
to like a vampire V. I think it should have been a D, but that's Doom. You could. I guess it is. He's turned the Avengers A. I just noticed this as I'm looking at it. The Avengers A is here with the arrow, and he just turned it upside down to make a V for vampire.
I'm just seeing.
I'm assuming a vampire.
Anything else I'm missing? Hang on. I bet there's like a unique game mode with this.
A unique game mode would be really cool.
For darkness.
So this is like a bad Strange.
Soon your resolve will begin to.
I'm also just gonna pause here and say, growing up, the Thing was he was one of my favorite.
The thing's
Fantastic
backstory
I
is
don't know if
really
he's
cool
like this fat guy, you know
and
what I mean?
sort of
But I love the
depressing
Thing.
in a
I hope
very
he's a good tank.
yeah.
Also, I'm gonna say what I don't know if it's confirmed, but
Are we talking about roles? Because I know they were bounced around to a couple different things. People were thinking.
I'm gonna get this final shot here.
Be good.
In my empire of eternal night.
So I think we have confirmation that, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. Once again, I'm really gonna come look at the comments of this video. The Thing is Vanguard. He's like a tank.
Yep.
Mr. Incredible and Human Torch. Mr.
Never mind. I'm gonna let you.
Incredible, bro. I want you guys to know I'm probably gonna call him Mr. Incredible a lot, bro.
Mr. Fantastic. It's fine. Reed Richards.
Anywho, he is Mr. Incredible.
Sure.
He's a DPS.
Yep.
Human Torch is a
Yeah, they are
DPS.
duelists.
I think I saw that Sue was a strategist.
Yep. She is a strategist.
I think
She's gonna be
like,
really good.
confirmed or whatever. But
She's gonna be very good. He's interesting. Mr. Fantastic. Johnny Storm, I feel like, is just gonna be another flying, obnoxious character. I don't think broken in a sense of Hela, but I think sort of in a mix of Star-Lord-esque and maybe Storm. I know they're buffing Storm, so maybe a better version of what Storm was in Season 0 with kind of Star-Lord, Iron Man aspects to it.
it's kind of
If I'm
funny
just
'cause
predicting.
I thought he was a tank because I looked at. I don't know if y'all saw Mr. Fantastic's kit.
Reed Richards could have been a tank.
I thought he was a tank, and I was like, bro, I'm about to have so much fun.
You could have done two tanks, a duelist, two vanguards, a duelist, and a strategist, and it worked. He could have gone either way.
Like, he has an ability I saw that he dashes in and does damage. Like, based on it. Okay, that sounded stupid. He dashes in, does damage.
I know what he
but
meant.
Based on the damage he does, it heals him back.
Yeah, he gets
And
reciprocated
he can
heals.
stretch or something. Like obviously his arms all stretched, so he like stretches and kind of like attacks.
He has
from afar.
a grab,
He's
I
gonna
think,
be
as
really
well.
annoying to play against that thing. I haven't seen much about, dude. I haven't seen anything about the Things kit. I'm very interested to see how they.
It's
build
going to
him out as a
be
tank, but,
another
I mean, so this
Hulk
cinematic, you know,
aspect,
obviously it's a
in
shorter
my
one,
opinion.
but we did get a lot of confirmation of things that we were kind of curious about in here, right? One, when is season 1 happening? And
I'm
we
so
know
excited
it's
for it.
Happening January 6th. We know that the Fantastic Four is all going to be in there. On top of that, in this video, like I said, you got confirmation with Vampire Strange, which I still don't even fully know what that timeline is.
Dracula.
Whatever or whoever this is. See, once again, seems kind of important, but I don't know the
Fair.
lore on that. I mean, hats off to Marvel.
I think she
man.
announces herself at
I've
the
said
very
this before, and I'll
first
say it again.
trailer in pre-launch. I think she announced herself a couple
At
times.
the end of this,
Or
real
once
quick,
or
just
twice,
kind of
I
a
think.
Reaction based on this. Marvel, I think, you know, this game is very fun. I'm enjoying it a lot, even though I'm raging a lot. It's just
That's how these games go.
And this game, you can tell. I said this on stream. It's like it's season 0 right now for Marvel Rivals, right? The game just came out, okay, and we already have
A month. It's
season 1 update.
33 days
4 brand new
basically
characters,
from
new
release.
cosmetics, and it's less than a month that the game's been out.
I'm
And
big
on
up
top of that, if
NetEase.
you think
NetEase
about
has
it
done a really good
logistically,
job with the game.
We have 4 new characters in the first month of this game, and Overwatch. I mean, it took Overwatch to get 4 new characters. It took 2 years. Legitimate.
It's unfortunate for
It's
the
not
player
trying to
base
throw
there.
shade at Overwatch. I understand a lot. I'm not trying to like punch Overwatch while they're down. I'm just like trying to open our eyes here. You know what I'm saying? Like this game already has this massive of an update less than a month into the game's release.
Yeah. And we're getting allegedly leaks. If you don't want to watch it, just skip forward like 5 seconds. We're getting Ultron at some point in season 1.
It's incredible, man. Incredible.
Yeah, I mean, straight up, NetEase has done a very, very good job with this game. I'm super interested in the nerfs to Helen Hawkeye. I haven't looked into it. I know they've posted it. I haven't looked into it. The nerfs to Helen Hawkeye and the buffs to the characters that they're buffing. I think the Cloak and Dagger buff is going to be incredible. As somebody that likes Cloak and Dagger players, as a Moon Knight player, it's going to be interesting to see how that one... Because I didn't think Cloak and Dagger needed a buff, necessarily. So, it's going to be really interesting. But if you guys have enjoyed, please go down below, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll catch you later.